the 992 Porsche 911. 443 horsepower of German engineering. So this is my Porsche 911 992 generation in a stick shift. So here's the thing, guys. I bought this car and I will make $130,000 just by buying it. Crazy, right? Most people lose money when they buy cars. I make $130,000 buying this car. In this video today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. And that way you can stop losing money on cars, actually start making it. Check it out. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you exactly how I make money buying that Porsche 911. Before we get into it though, we've got to understand how people buy cars generally. So that way you can compare and contrast. So the first way most people buy cars is they save up money in a traditional bank and they pay cash for a car. And the reason people do that is because Dave Ramsey, he always says, pay cash so that you don't pay interest to other people. So I get the concept of that, right? You're not losing interest to a bank. However, you're losing that cash's opportunity cost. And what that means is if you buy a car cash, you've lost that money's ability to earn you money. It bought the car. The money is gone. It can never earn you money again. So that Porsche was $164,000. If I would have paid cash for that car, then I would lose that $164,000 ability to grow for the rest of my life. Let's say I live another 50 years, okay? I'm 38 as of the time of this recording. I'll be 39 in a couple days. But if I were to do that, $164,000, if it compounds at 5% interest over the next 50 years, that's almost $2 million that it would grow into. I would lose that ability. So paying cash is not the smartest way to go about buying a car. So another way that people buy cars is they lease a car. In my opinion, this is the worst way to buy a car because you basically have a rental. You'll never own the car. You're just renting it from month to month. Now, here's the problem with that. Not only do you never own the car, your rent payments, they are lost forever. So again, you're losing the opportunity cost of all of those payments. So that money will never grow for you again. It's just renting a car. I think it's realistically the worst way you could buy a car, but a lot of people swear by it. All right, so the last way to buy a car is to finance it. Get a loan from the bank. This is what most people do because most people aren't saving enough money to really add up and buy a car cash. Most people do want to own the car. They don't want to just have a rental. So they get a loan from the bank and they pay the bank interest to get that loan, to have the money, and then they have the car, right? Here's the problem, is that every single payment, you're again paying interest to the bank. So the bank is making a ton of money off of you while you're losing the opportunity cost of those dollars, again, every single time you make that payment. That money is gone forever. You'll never be able to use it. And here's the crazy part. If you just changed where your money went first, you can now become the bank. You can actually make a lot of money off of your expenses, a lot of money off of your purchases. Instead of borrowing from the bank, you become the bank. So we're going to jump into how I buy all my cars, how I really buy everything, and how I make money doing these things. One caveat that I will make is that I've been doing this for a while now. I've injected a lot of money into my banking system. So I'm able to make a lot of money on these things because of the power of uninterrupted compound interest. So what I'm going to illustrate to you guys is it's not going to be as good as what I did on my Porsche because it's going to be starting from zero. I bought the Porsche after I've been doing this for a while. So keep that in mind. And one thing I will tell you is that this will work with any kind of car. Porsche 911, Bugatti, Toyota Camry, Ford Pinto, you name it. So let's jump into exactly how this works and how you can do it as well. All right, guys, so let's talk about how this works. First, I need you to understand a couple of things. When it comes to life insurance, when it comes to any insurance, really, most people think of a premium as a payment, right? You've got premiums, you have to make another payment on something, whether it's health insurance, whether it's car insurance, life insurance. But with a specifically designed life insurance policy, a premium is actually a deposit. Because think about this, when you deposit money in the bank, you can use that money right away, right? It's a deposit. In a specially designed policy, when you deposit money into the policy, you can use the money right away. So I need you to start thinking of premiums as deposits. They're not a payment. They are something you can use right away. Also, age does not matter. You could have a policy on a newborn child, which I have, or you could have policies on someone who's elderly. I've got policies on my mom and my dad. So age does not matter when it comes to this concept. Also, death benefit does not matter. We are not structuring something for the death benefit. We're structuring it for the living benefits, which is the cash value, what you can use right away. All right, so let's dive into exactly how you can get all the money back on all the cars that you'll ever buy, drive, and own. Let's check it out. So I want you to think of, again, premiums as deposits. So we're going to say that you deposit $10,000 into your banking system each year for the next 7 years. So don't get caught up on the number. It's really just focus on the concept. The math works with if you're buying a Bugatti or if you're buying a Toyota Camry. So just focus on the actual concept, not on the numbers. Those are arbitrary. So I'm using 10,000 to keep math simple. So 10,000 a year gets deposited into your banking system, okay? At year 3, you decide you want to buy the car. We're going to say $25,000 cash. Now look, you've put in $30,000 over 3 years. The first year you had access immediately in the first 30 days to about $6,000. You put in another $10,000 year 2. Now you've got access to $12,200. Year 3, you've put in another $10,000. So you've put in $30,000, and these two numbers together is what you'd have access to, about $29,000. Now you're going to use $25,000 of that money to go buy the car cash. Okay. So you're using the $25,000, you buy the car cash. You own the car now. It's your car. Okay. Now, as we said before, you could finance a car and you'd have to pay the bank interest. You have to pay them payments every single month without fail. If you fail, your credit gets messed up. So you do not fail. You do everything you can to make that payment on time. And that payment includes interest. So if you pay the bank on time every month without fail with interest, if you're borrowing from your bank, shouldn't you pay yourself on time without fail with interest? Absolutely. Because if you don't, you're saying that the bank's money is more valuable than your money. And that makes zero sense. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat our money just like the bank's money. We're going to pay ourselves back with interest. Let's say it's $500 a month. So that would be $6,000 a year for 5 years. That's generally what a car loan is, 5-year term, 60 months. Now, if you're paying yourself back $6,000 a year, that means over the 5 years, you inject another $30,000 into your banking system. So easy math, guys. You've put in $10,000 a year of deposits, $70,000. You've paid yourself back with interest, $30,000. So your gross injection into your banking system is $100,000, right? However, you used $25,000 to buy the car. So your net injection, you put in 100, you use 25. Your net injection is $75,000. Sure, we can all agree, right? Now, look at what your cash value is at the end of year 7. It's almost $68,000. So you put a net injection of 75 and you have cash value available of 68. So you got back 91 cents out of every dollar for buying that car. And guess what? Not only did you get all that money back, you own the car. The car is sitting in your garage free and clear. So you could keep the car or you could sell it and get more money back as well, right? It gets better though, because with this concept, the meat and potatoes is uninterrupted compound interest. And that means you're getting compound interest regardless if you use the money or not. So the longer you do this, the more beneficial it gets. And I'm going to show you guys just how beneficial it gets. So you're going to go buy another car. No one drives the same car their entire lives, right? Cars break down. We all like the smell of new cars. We all want new cars. So I'm going to show you just how amazing this gets by basically having you not put any more deposits into your banking system, which realistically would be foolish because the longer you have it, the more the compound interest is working. You want to keep putting more money in to compound. But this is just to illustrate just how good this is if you were to stop, okay? You stop putting deposits in. So for the next 5 years, you don't put any deposits into your bank. You buy another car for $25,000. And as you can see, again, you had cash value of about, $76,000, okay? So you took $25,000 to buy another car. Again, same as the first car. You own the car now. It is yours. You own it free and clear. However, you are the bank. So treat your money just like the bank's money, and you pay yourself back with interest again. So you're going to pay yourself back $6,000 a year for the next 5 years. Very simple. You injected another $30,000 into your banking system. However, again, you used $25,000. So what does that mean? Your net injection is only $5,000. But check this out, guys. Look how much the cash value has grown from the end of year 7 to the end of year 12. So a 5-year period of you injecting just $5,000 into your banking system, you have grown by almost $24,000. That is insane. And again, you aren't putting more deposits in. That would make it even better because you'd be adding more money to the compound interest. Now, guys, this works again with any car. It doesn't matter what it is. The only thing that holds you back is how much you deposit into your banking system. So just like a bank, banks need deposits in order to lend money out in order to make money. If they don't have deposits, they have nothing to lend. So you have to look at it the same way. You have to deposit money into your banking system in order to use it to go buy cars, to go buy boats, to go buy vacations, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is. It works on a car, it works on anything. The only thing that holds you back is how much you put into the system.